I know how much you loved it this morning, and I felt the love in the room. I did. I did. I felt it, and you know what I mean. I felt that you gave it to me in the only way that you know how, which is basically with insults. And
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So that resulted in me saying, okay, I know Tanya, and she really doesn't know how to say things like the way other people would say them, like politically correct. So yeah, you like it, and I tried to go here with it, and
Oh no.
yeah, and it was just too small, and that didn't work because I figured, this is the season. All right, hey, what's up? Who is that?
Gross.
Janelle. Hey, what's going on? We're gonna get into some relationship stuff here. Oh, okay, Shawanda. Yeah, get on in here, girlfriend. And we got ourselves a little schedule and list and all that kind of stuff that we follow. Hey, birthday girl, how you?
Hey.
Okay, yeah. So I heard you was out here doing it, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah. Kinder Foster,
Who,
what's up?
me?
Yeah, I heard. So you had a great birthday, and then we got another one coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Tanya's next. Oh, Erica's next.
Erica
Erica's next.
Erica is next. She really is. So she's gonna turn up, you know what I'm saying? Shawanda, as you pass the baton, okay. So hopefully you didn't tear down Be More too much. You know what I'm saying, getting it, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you did while you was doing what you was doing. All right. But set an example for these kids coming up. You know what I mean? Like Tanya, Erica, these young ones, you know what I'm saying? We gotta train them up. So, listen, Miss Tanya, we got a segment that, we doing now called, kind of what's in the news, what's going on in current events and what kind of craziness is going on, even with relationship stuff. So, what you got for me? Talk to us.
So we cannot talk about current events without talking about the whole Steve Harvey Miss Universe wonderfulness that happened. It was TV magic, I must say.
Time out, time out. This wasn't Miss 200 and, what is it? What's the street Cleveland? Let's say 35th and Euclid or something like that. I mean, this is the universe. This is like bigger
Martin
than.
Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Yeah, this ain't, yeah, this ain't, Crenshaw Baptist pageant. You know what I mean? This is like the universe. You know what I mean? And honest mistake. Okay. Really wouldn't wish it on, anyone, but he owned up to it, right? But it kind of seemed like, is this a joke? You know what I mean? Because, Steve Harvey, you don't know. Did he try to slip something in? And, he was like, no, it's like, I wish I had a mustache so I could really, do him good. You know what I mean? But he was like, nah, this is for real, for real. But, I think it's like this. It's going to be replaced by something else in the news. So I don't even know if anybody cared today. So, Steve, my
I
fellow.
know, but they're reporting it like it's like the worst thing that's ever happened in the world.
But who said that, though?
They're saying that, huh?
Who said that?
Well, everywhere, all over, social media, the news is reporting it. Like everyone's just talking about it, like it's the worst mistake anyone's ever made, and it's just.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, who cares?
I don't know, it's annoying to me.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, right. Yeah, it's an honest mistake. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, whatever. People got to have something to talk about. Something else will come up, like whatever's happening on Empire.
But I love the way his wife goes to bat on social media for him.
Did she come out swinging?
You're a stand-up guy. And, she was just bigging him up, like, supporting him 100%. I just love that.
Yeah, of course.
Like, stop messing with my man, basically,
Of course you would love that. Yeah. Shawanda's sitting there looking like a corpse. Hey, are you alive, sweetheart?
Oh, I didn't know.
No, you like in the funeral home. You like, what I mean? It's like, hello. Yeah, you can say something. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. It was a terrible mistake, but I don't don't think it was all his fault. Somebody, in the network.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's always
it was his
got.
fault.
It's got. It's got
he
to.
didn't read it right.
It's
Whatever.
got. It's got to be a.
Well, yeah, that's wrong. But before they did all what they did, they could have stopped him.
Live. They couldn't stop him.
Reverend, how was they gonna
How
stop
they
him?
Stop him. It was live.
Isn't there something in your ear, something to say, wait, you read the wrong thing, or
Yeah, the Holy Spirit. So they call that the Holy Ghost.
He said it. They told him he was wrong, and he fixed it. Like it's not. It's not on a delay. Like
I mean, he showed the card, so it's like you see right there what Okay.
Okay, I'm always trying to help.
Yeah, I know. You got this underdog spirit. You just gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying, the destitute, the shut out. It's all right. All right, Tanya. What's
not beating up on him at all, but no, like it was
the media. But somebody owes that girl something. That was embarrassing. A terrible.
They don't owe her nothing. She didn't win. They don't owe her nothing. She didn't win. Sorry, boo boo. Now you just got more publicity by being the fake winner than the real winner. Shut up. She needs to stop. She's talking about how devastated she is, and she's all emotionally scarred, and she's the real winner.
No, wait a minute. She didn't say that, did she? She didn't.
Yeah, she's on like Twitter saying she's the real winner. No, you're not.
No, I know she wanted like $5 million. It's not a $5 million mistake though, but maybe that was a pretty big mistake.
Wait a minute, preacher.
No.
Where did $5 million come from?
I heard she was suing. I saw that she was suing Steve Harvey for $5 million for the mistake.
You couldn't have seen
later. Oh yes, I had that. Yes, I read that too.
I mean, we always
out of town.
We always trying to come
all
up.
the way out of town.
Yeah, and then probably Trump got in on it and said, see, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Y'all play pimping. If I was involved in it, wouldn't have been no mistake. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all do, though.
That's
you know
exactly
what I mean?
What he said.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else is noteworthy that's going on before we jump into this relationship stuff?
Well, I was going to talk about this article.
Somebody said she needs to take 2 seats. Diamond Diva said she needs to take 2 seats. Right.
2 seats, exactly. All the seats.
What else is going on?
So I was going to talk about this article that I read about.
I'm a little hurt that my mic didn't work.
Really with the microphone?
I mean, I wanted it to work. I'm trying to be big time. You know what I'm saying? You can't be big if little got you. You know what I mean? And I was trying to elevate my game, and it's ghetto just gonna get you if it's got you. You know what I mean? Don't matter where you at. But I still got my Christmas sweater. Go ahead.
I hate that sweater.
I know. That's why I wore it. That's why I wore it.
Yeah, so it was giving, this article I was reading was giving tips about navigating online dating during the holidays, and it gave a few different tips.
Don't give your credit card number to strangers. Mm-hmm.
That should have been number 1 on the tip.
I mean, no, you look funny, but people have got. You know, catfish and all of that's real big now. People do some interesting things. But go ahead.
Well, one of the tips that it was talking about was how to handle those questions that you get. You really get them all the time, but I guess you're a little extra sensitive. Some people are a little extra sensitive around the holidays.
Like, especially if you got a birthday, especially if you got a birthday around Christmas. I get it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Seriously. So I was just thinking about, I had a situation just last week, someone that I met online, and we're going back and forth, and right away, he asked me, he told me a couple of things about himself, and, I went through the initial, born and raised on Long Island, Puerto Rican, Bahamian, no kids. His response was, "What are you waiting for?" My initial reaction was,
okay. Did you speak in Spanish? You know, because you know when y'all go in Spanish, that's when you're really mad. You know, I mean, I don't even know what you're saying, but I know it's not good. Yeah, and
Well,
then you bring out that switchblade, and
immediate
it's
attitude.
yeah, Tanya Diaz. We know what that
But
Diaz means. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. I will cut. I will cut you. I will
I
cut
will
you.
cut you. Exactly. I
Mm-hmm.
will cut you.
Yeah. So
But I think I did good. I did good because my response was,
you didn't cuss. You didn't
I'm
curse.
waiting to meet someone. I'm waiting to meet someone that I'd be okay with attaching myself to for the rest of my life, and that I can see who'll be a positive influence on my child's life. So he's like, oh,
Oh
okay,
my
yeah, I'm looking
God.
for, I'm looking to get settled down and get serious and all that. I was like, okay, all right. I still had an attitude in my heart, but I, let it go.
Yeah. Did you?
Later,
Uh huh.
he did it again. He did it again. He says, so you're very attractive. What's taking you so long to have kids and get married?
Yeah. So
Bruh.
well, honestly, I'm gonna put a pin in this because we're gonna go to Erica. She's waiting in the wings. If you get that, honestly, your first response was the best response. I mean, because you could go off, you really could. Like it's clearly saying like, what's wrong with you? Okay. And that can be a long conversation. I really wouldn't get into it. Either you decide, you know what, he's a bum. I don't want to talk to you again. I'm insulted. I'm hurt. Or you tell him, give him your little script, which I thought was very good. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have any cuss words in it, and I just thought it was amazing. You know what I mean? So,
I did. I did
I'm
good.
so proud of you. Yeah, yeah. There was none of that creative English, that you use. So. Yeah. All right. Listen, because I'm trying to stay disciplined, trying to stay on the schedule, because we be out here all night long, haha and quack. But Erica, she's got our mailbag. She's got some questions that some people have brought in. So if we could get Miss Erica to come on and do her reporter, woman on the street piece, we'll take this time. The doors of Blab are open. Will you come?
Come.
Will you come? See, I wish I had. Come
Is
on.
there one?
Yeah, come on, Shawanda. Yeah. See, we gonna see black. Y'all gonna have church.
We have one. We
Yeah,
have one.
Y'all gonna find a way to have church. If there's some spoons and some forks and like some sticks, y'all gonna create some music, and somebody can sing, and it's just gonna go here. All right, sister Erica, are you with us?
Y'all are hilarious.
Okay, is this gonna be your image kind of deal?
Yes.
Are
This
you?
is I don't have any Christmas stuff like Chris's sweater.
Are you? You can't
So
be.
this is my
Can't
Christmas
you,
hat.
you can't be serious. You're totally not gonna show your picture.
We can't see you at all.
Oh no.
We see a like blurred out red.
Are we getting punked right now? What are we doing?
I'm going to X out and come back.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties at the moment. If you would just please stand by, we hope to have this cleared up shortly. So while Erica's trying to get her thing together, it's nothing like live TV, is it? Okay, she's back. Okay. Praise the Lord. All right. You got your camera turned around, ready to rock and roll. We're doing so
Can
good.
you guys see me?
There you go.
There she goes.
Okay. Oh, I was digging the hat. Okay, I see you out here in these streets.
Yes, I thought y'all saw my hat. Let's
Okay.
see. So, you ready for the questions?
So what do you have in the Doc Reid mailbag? What's
I need my male sound effects.
Yeah, I know. We need some sound effects.
So,
We're real dry right now. I got a mic.
the first question that I have, dear Doc, and these, by the way, if you're watching right now, these are not my questions. These are questions from our viewers, so don't judge me. Okay.
Right. You know.
Dear Doc, I have been.
Don't I look like my bit mo?
My
That's
friend.
my bit emoji.
Do it again.
That Bitmoji looks just like you.
I'm sorry, Erica.
Okay.
We take that offline. Yeah.
Okay. So the first question that I received in the mailbag is this. Dear Doc, I have been dating a guy for a few months now. We were spending just about every day together. Out of nowhere, he stopped returning my calls and responding to my texts. Nothing different has happened that I can think of. It seemed like everything was going great. Before, he would answer my calls immediately, but now he goes for days before responding. And when he does, he acts like nothing happened. Could this mean that he's not really into me? It seems like we were getting close.
Okay, this is an easy one. I'm gonna sum this up real quick. Actually, it's the contrary. Okay, he's probably really getting into you, and because we as guys, when we get too close, we experience too much intimacy. We back up. Okay, because it becomes very uncomfortable. Oftentimes it's not a conscious thing. We say, ooh, you know what? I was experiencing too much intimacy. I'm going to back up and not call her for a few days. Doesn't happen like that. I mean, if you really want to get technical, it's testosterone levels and all that. But long story made short, when we pull back, do our whole man cave thing, it allows us to feel connected to ourselves like a man again. All right, because all that, cuddling and hand holding and strolling and walks in the park, we start to get real uncomfortable, and it's like we feel like we're coming unglued. Part of it, yeah, it does feel good, but at the same time, I'm starting to feel like, I'm losing myself. I'm kind of floating off. So I got to pull back, gather myself, and then I'll come back. Now, you might not like that, and I know most women don't like it. And Tanya, I don't really feel comfortable with the way you're staring down at me. It feels very condescending. You know what I'm saying? Like you're here with it. But it's just a reality. It happens too many times. Okay. Why do men pull away? That is the favor. So what you have to do, okay, mailbag, you have to just hold your position. Do you?
Don't call her mailbag.
That did sound bad. Well, not Erica, but I'm just saying the mailbag question. It didn't. You know what? I admit it didn't feel good when I said it. Okay, but it was one of those things. I was already committed. You know what I mean? And I really couldn't. But leave it to you to just not leave it alone. And call me out. I don't like it. I don't.
He said I was already committed.
Yeah, I was already in, head down, you know what I'm saying? The form was already there, and, but anywho, yes, I digress. So listen, young lady, okay, don't sweat him, don't trip, okay, but what you have to do is you got to get you a life, okay? Right now, it might not include him. Don't worry about the phone ringing. Don't do any of that. The best thing you can do is just occupy your time, friends, family, all that. And if you got to, go out on more dates. I mean, if y'all not committed, then, I mean, you can't just be expected to sit around and wait for him. Get out there and mix it up. Trust me, he'll be back as long as you don't push him away by sweating him. So,
Pick me.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Gosh, that was good.
Yeah, well, you got something you want to say? Yeah.
Okay, first of all, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt. We don't know this guy.
Guy.
She says they were.
Edith Bunker guy.
He didn't necessarily like her. We don't know that he liked her. They said they were. She said she was hanging out for every day, for weeks, for months, every day. She didn't tell us if she was having sex with him. She didn't tell us if they were in a committed relationship. We don't know really what was going on. So maybe he was getting too close. Maybe he was over it. Maybe he doesn't like her. So
I tell you what.
She needs to stop calling him, and she needs to stop responding to his text.
Okay, listen here, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. What?
But you can't So you can't act like, oh, he's so in love that he just, yeah, maybe not.
The Bible says love believes all things. The Bible says hopes all things. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is, yes, I want to believe that he's good. Okay, maybe he's not. Maybe he's a jerk. But I tell you one thing. If she does what I tell her to do and don't chase him, all right, it really won't matter. Because if he's a jerk and if he's not coming back, it doesn't matter. But if she invests all this time sweating him, worrying about, I thought we were good. I thought we were an item. He said he liked me. Maybe he didn't. It's just too much mental energy. So my application, Spanish, yes, Harlem, is this. That's your nickname, Spanish Harlem. I just figured it out. I love it. It sticks. It fits you. Yeah.
You've given me like 7,000 nicknames.
Because you have multiple personalities, and it just depends on who's coming out at which time.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
But yeah, she won't be too vested. All right, if she does what I tell her to do. All right. So that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You can take Tanya's perspective, which is a very colorful one, or you can ride with the Doc, you know what I mean? And you're going to be going.
At the end of the day, we didn't tell her to do different things. We both said, stop calling him. Stop responding to his text.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
But I don't know. It was some energy on yours.
She didn't tell us the whole story.
It was some energy on yours that felt real different, you know what I mean? And mine came smooth, so
of course the energy is different.
Hey,
somebody.
Hello.
Doc knows that.
Hey, I see there are people on Periscope, Black and Blab. I'm trying to watch both. Somebody just said, "I'm glad I stumbled up on this." I'm glad you did too. We still got more that we're going to get into. Erica, thank you so much. I mean, you can hang out if you want to, but I know you've got so much to do. You're so busy taking over the world. So it's up to you. But what I'm going to do, ladies, I'm going to have my word from Doc. Oh, yes. And this is, this week's topic is the holidays. And that's why I broke out my sweater. Still smells like mothballs, but because I wanted to pay homage, and it's very challenging right now in the relationship atmosphere. You understand? Because if you're a woman and you're not in a relationship right now, it can feel away, right? Because with the holidays, it seems like everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, everybody's booed up, right? If it's, television commercials, Christmas parties, whatever, it seems like everybody's got it going on but you, right? And you told yourself last year, I'll be daggone if I'm alone this time next year. And listen, as sure as you are black or white, you are alone. All right? And the thing about it is, there are a lot of women that are dealing with this. I mean, you're not strange. You're not weird. You know what I'm saying? You're in the same boat with a lot of women. But if you don't find out what it is that's possibly causing you to be in this boat, you might go around this mountain for 40 more years. So what I want to do is I want to talk about 3 things that I think causes some women to be lonely for the holidays. Let me get my little situation up here so I can see that. You know what I mean? All right. I call these my notables, ladies. And if you have an opinion, either one of you, please give it to me. Sound off. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, keep it to yourself. All right. So listen, my first notable is you just might not be approachable. Okay, so if you're saying to yourself, men just don't approach me. Okay, I feel like, I put myself out there, I get my hair done, I get my makeup done or my face beat, You know what I'm saying? I got that from Tanya. Okay. I got the purse. I got the heels. I'm killing them. You know, I'm at the Christmas party and I'm like, but nobody's approaching me, you know, and I don't get it. You know, what's going on? Well, it could be the fact that you give off a vibe that you're not really aware that you're giving off. Okay. It could be you seem mad. You seem combative. You seem defensive. How many times have you heard from a guy, you know, I was going to say something to you, but you know, you always seem mean. You know, you just seem like you mad all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, you was cool after I got to know you, but you know, I didn't know what was going on. And a lot of times I see this with, we talked about the guarded woman. Okay. We talked about the CEO woman. A lot of times they'll put off that vibe, that energy, won't know that they're doing it. Okay. You know, the CEO, you know, got that I don't need a guy energy, guarded, you know, maybe she's the fighter or whatever. And she may think that, you know, all is well just because I present myself a certain way, you know, guys should come running. So here's a tip that I want to give you. Smile a little bit more. Yeah. You like that, Shawanda? Yeah. See, she can testify to that. Smile a little bit more. I'm going to give you a bonus one. Okay. Ask for some help. Okay, that's a good one. Yes. If a guy has, you know, something that he's good in or thinks he's good in, okay, his field of expertise, you know, ask him to help. You could be in Walmart. We love the Walmart. You know what I mean? Hey, excuse me, could you help me get this? Cause I can't, you know. And when he do it, you just play it up. Oh, thank you. I couldn't. You know, it really wasn't that big of a deal, but just make him think it is. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to ask real quick, have and I know Erica, you new to, you know, me in the game, whatnot, what I talk about, but have either one of you, because you was raising your head, Sunshine, have you ever tried that, Shawanda, and got any success with that one?
Oh yeah, I was thinking back, you know, being on Facebook now, I'm getting feedback. A lot of guys that I knew from high school, I was unapproachable, but they always said I look mean. Or even in my 20s, my serious look looks mean or unapproachable. And then, but if you smile too much, you might invite some strangers you don't really want. But it is getting into that softer side, not feeling like you could be okay with yourself and I'm just content. A lot of my friends are like that. They're successful, they have, you know, money, good jobs, but they carry this attitude like, I don't need a man, I'm okay. And they don't get approached. I think they're far more attractive than I am, but I love the fact that I get approached more than they do when we're out. Because I'm nice, I smile.
Yeah, but I mean, in reality, you was able to turn that around because you said the perception was one thing, okay, and then it became something else, all right? So I'm going to move on because there's so much that can be said about that. But I got two more. My next notable is be findable. Yeah, be findable. If you're saying to yourself, I'm seeing the same guys, okay, over and over again that I'm not really interested in. Okay, a lot of women struggle with this because you may have guys approach you. You know, you may say they approach me all the time, but I don't like them. They ain't my type. They too old. They too young. They too big. They too small. They too not my ethnicity that I'm in. Whatever the reason, okay? And you're frustrated, all right? But here's the thing, boo-boo. You go to the same places all the time. You go to work. You go to church because you going to get your... You know what I'm saying? And all the guys at the church, you know what I'm saying, with the short little bald guy with the thing, you know what I'm saying, with the tight sweater, they didn't all approach you, you know what I'm saying? But you just like, Sir Deacon Johnson, you know I can't and I wouldn't, not with you. I love you with all the Jesus that's in me, but sir, please, I would never. You know what I mean? In Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? So, But here's the thing. You got to expand your horizons, all right? Go some places that you don't typically go, all right? Online dating. Some people think, I don't know about the online dating thing. But have you tried it, okay? And maybe if you've tried one, you haven't tried several other ones. Oh, and I get it. Nobody told me that. Okay, I don't know where that came from. That the road would be. Yeah. Anyway, I need one of them yellow mics. Remember back in church, you was growing up, and the microphone would be orange and red, and you'd be up there with Jerry curls and everything singing. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was going to say. It smelled like bread.
It was the smelliest thing
Right. You'd be
ever.
like, Dinkin Patterson? Lord, you already be like, I know I ain't getting that mic because I already know Sister Shirley on it, and I'm not getting her mic because I already know her breath smell like hot dirt. I love her, but you know what I'm saying, everybody knows, don't get her mic. Okay. So it'd be that one big gap, nobody on that mic in the middle, right? I'm sorry. I don't know, y'all. I got a real problem. Okay. So yeah, do something different. Get outside of your comfort zone. If for no other reason, just so that you can see there are other possibilities. You know, there are other things going on out there. All right. Now my last notable is be dateable. Now this one right here is interesting. And what do I mean by be dateable? Okay, if you are constantly finding yourself saying, you know, I end up in these dysfunctional, toxic relationships, and I'm in this vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's on again and it's off again. Okay, then if you're that person that you know you're in a situation that's not good for you, okay, you need to let it go. Okay, because you need what I would consider relationship rehab. You need to be in the little white relationship jackets, okay, like this, you know what I'm saying? And we got to, you know, administer some love, okay, and rescue you from yourself, you know what I'm saying, before you continue to hurt yourself and somebody else, right? So with that, you know, you really have too many unresolved issues going on right now, okay, that need to be worked out, all right? So, because I got news for you. You know, you can be with somebody and be lonely, okay? Because this whole lonely for the holidays is not just for people that are like void of having anybody in their life, all right? So, my advice for you, get some help, boo-boo. Yeah, straight up. Get you some help. Go talk to somebody. Work it out in fear and trembling, okay? And I guarantee you'll be better for it. Because right now, you're in a state of bondage, okay? And you need to be loosed and let free. So those are my three notables. Be findable, be dateable, and be, what was my other one? Approachable, okay? Any of my opinionated, like, okay, let me say this, Shawanda. Could you hit C flat for me, please? No, I'm just playing. You, you said, yeah. Is that my note? Is that my note? Okay. I've heard you say, like, in the past, like, you know, holidays, it was rough, you know, it was slim pickings trying to just get somebody just to have your decent birthday to spend with, you know. So what's different now? Because I talked to you the other day and you was on your birthday and you was like, child, please, you know what I'm saying, I'm out here doing it. Yeah, so talk to them, encourage their hearts for a moment.
It wasn't quite like that.
All right.
But I did want to speak to one thing before I do that. When you said be findable and go get out of your comfort zone, some people might be asking, well, how do I do that? Where do I go? Meetup groups are excellent, or if you go on site, it has a list of things in your area. You can do charitable events or a friend's Christmas party of your friend's office party. I did that the other day. So that was great. But anyway, but those are different places, like during the holiday, where you can get out. And this this is kind of what they call the cuffing season, or almost on the end of the cuffing season as it's getting warm. So guys are out there looking for somebody to be booed up with too, I think. You know, it's not just women who don't want to be alone for the holidays. But
the what season, Reverend?
Cuffing.
Cuffing season.
What is that? When you just
when
like you kids always coming out with some new terms.
Around October, November, that December, and it takes you all through the winter.
Cold winter. You need to be.
Yeah.
And then
nice
when the winter breaks, you come back out of hibernation and you go out and do your thing.
Yeah, when spring hits, then you go out and you meet the people you really want to be with.
Okay, I get it. All right, I get it. All right, that's good information. That is that's gonna bless somebody. We have segueing real quick because we have a section called "What Men Think," because you know what. Women, you always want to know what are the guys thinking, right? Okay, and then let me validate this information that Doc Reid is telling us. Is it good? So I have Christopher Surratt on standby. I think he was having some issues. I don't know if he can jump on. If
I'm moving out the way. Bye, everyone.
Okay.
Off, so.
Bye. Okay, so. All right, Surratt, if you can, okay, here we go.
He said he was having trouble with the video.
Yeah, maybe he, Yo. Let's see. I don't see the video. Yeah, I think, okay, here we come. Something's coming through. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. You low down dirty dog.
Hey.
You's a nasty, dirty son of a gun. He just beat me on Madden, and I ain't feeling good about it. So, yeah, we do this back and forth thing. But anyway, Surratt, I call him Surratt. His name is Chris Surratt. He's nice enough to come out, and be our guest for What Men Think. So, Surratt, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to share with the ladies about just insight to a man, just whatever you've noticed that you think maybe is a source of some confusion with the disconnect between men and women to help out the ladies. One thing that you can think of.
I mean, basically, I think men are I think men are the simplest creatures on the face of the planet.
Okay, explain yourself.
We're not hard to figure out. Can y'all hear me?
It's a little low, so you might either turn your mic up or get a little closer or speak up a little bit.
I said men are the simplest creatures on the face of the planet. We're really not hard to figure out. I think women think we're more complicated than we actually are. And generally, what a man, the men I associate with, because I do understand that there is, it can be confusing because you have men at different stages of their maturity level, I guess. And, I was in college, I did what college men do. When I was in high school, I did what high school men do. Fortunately, I've been married for 15 years now, and I feel like I think and act like married men do. But I think it's I will recognize that it's difficult for women because I think you have to first recognize where your man is in his own maturity level, in his own life. But I do believe there are telltale signs. If you come home and you call your dude and he's always playing Call of Duty, he's probably not ready to settle down.
Well, let me ask you this question real quick. What do you think about, because there's always this thing about men feeling appreciated. Do you think that women understand what that means to a guy and really how to show or make a guy feel appreciated. Do you think that's a challenging area?
I, I think that if women could learn to do that one thing, just be appreciative of anything a man does, they'll get everything they want out of a man.
Give
If
an
you just
example. Give an example of a bit showing appreciation. Appreciation of what? Because I know all the
uh,
ladies is like,
this might sound funny because it's harder for women, a lot of women, to play this game because today you have women that are breadwinners. You have women that are making the same amount of money uh, that guys are making. So, but even though they are, if they can still show that, make him feel like he's the man. You know what I'm saying? He's the king of the castle type of thing. It- That's all men want to feel. I mean, we'll run in front of a Mack truck if we feel like that for you.
so
Does that
is
make
it is
sense?
yeah? Well, ladies, is that clear? Do y'all understand what he's saying? Is it resonating?
So
Yeah,
it's saying basically boost the ego.
That's it. I mean, as simple as that may sound, and it's funny because even when you say women say, "Oh, you just want me to stroke your ego," yeah, I do. Point blank, stroke it.
Your ego.
I think I used to look at it as, you're being fake or
That too.
phony, but really it's what they need. So give them what they need. Give them what they want. Say, oh, that was great. That's wonderful. And you can learn to say it without sounding, or by sounding genuine when you
You
say
know,
it.
you know, you
Knowing
know.
that,
I'm sorry, cut you off.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking of when I was a little boy, and my mom had put me in the football, and my mom wasn't one to be at the games, but I just remember every time I did something great, the first thing I wanted to do is run home and tell Mom, I got 2 touchdowns, all because I wanted to hear her say, "Boy, you bad. Go ahead, boy. You did a good job." That's still what I want. Dear, look, click, click. I paid the light bill. Boy, you bad. Yeah, you bad, boy. Go and pay them light bills. Even though she helped, even though half of it was her, I just won't feel like that. I did it.
That's
That
good,
makes
bro.
sense?
That ladies, does that make sense?
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
not too hard to ask.
Absolutely.
I mean, or too much to ask.
I mean, and like I said, I understand it can be difficult um, in the landscape of relationships dealing with men because you have to really know where that man is in his own development. You know what I'm saying? That man might not understand who he is. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you're dealing with a man that don't understand who he is. He's not going to be able to articulate that to you, and you're going to be running in the dark trying to figure out how to please him and how to, be the right woman for a man that don't know who he is.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
I think a good thing though, even with a man who doesn't know who he is, that appreciation is gonna, connect with that little boy that's in every man.
But
Um,
here's the danger in that even Reed. Just be honest. Um, when I was in college, I knew girls appreciated me, but I wasn't looking for no one girl to appreciate me.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So even though she appreciated me, several girls appreciated me. It was just several girls.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If you're looking for that man that you want that one, then you have to. That takes a little bit of insight and I think the biggest mistake that women make a lot
That's
of
good,
times in
Diamond.
relationships is they don't look at the road sign. Or no, they look at the road signs and ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. When the road sign clearly says there's a curve coming up,
Right. The cliff is gonna drop off and you will die. Okay, well let's
If
speed
something
up.
happened that
Yeah.
that man ain't ready for it to happen, and
Mm-hmm.
then because of that, you take this notion that all men are alike, and generally, men are alike. We all like to be appreciated, but when you find that one, you know he's that one. They're really simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think the
Yeah.
difficulty is finding the one.
I say that all the time, and that I say that guys are simple, and women say, and I'm sure Tanya and Shawanda would say, well, women are simple. We don't really want a lot, and yeah, and see, and that's what the guys do. They give the face. You know what I mean? So, so the challenge is guys saying women, tend to be complicated, but we're simple. Women saying the same thing, and it's just we don't understand what the other wants and needs. And if we could do that, I think that we could have a lot less um, frustration. And there's so much we could say about this, but we got to wrap up and segue into our next segment. I mean, you can stay on. I don't have to give you the boot or anything. But to wrap up, let's see what we got here. Because I promised God and a few others I wouldn't have y'all out past dark. Okay? Because I don't want your mamas and your daddies calling me, what I'm saying, talking about you had my baby out. All right. So listen, I think that this was, I think it was good. Tanya,
We didn't
um,
really.
go ahead, Shawanda.
I was gonna say we didn't really get into other reasons. Well, you talked about why people would be lonely,
Mm-hmm.
but not how not to be lonely during the holidays or was different. So if it's time after you finish
Well, I
the
mean,
other stuff,
but that's what I said. For each one, for example, if you're not findable, you need to get out and be in places where you can socialize and mix it up with people that you don't normally, come in contact with. Okay, if you're not approachable, then that's why I said, smile more, make yourself seem more, approachable, more inviting to a guy, because it takes a lot of courage for a guy, whether you realize it or not, to walk up to a woman who's got it going on. She's doing her thing. She seems mad confident. And you got to take the risk of, is she going to reject me? Regardless of what y'all may think, rejection doesn't feel good and we do not like it. But we take the risk if we hope that there's some chance maybe she made me think like, hey, she looked at me twice, dog. Well, you already know, player. You know what I mean? We're looking for something, some end, to let us know it's okay to approach. All right. So that's where, that comes into smiling and, what else did we say? Asking a guy for help. And then the other one, if you're in a situation where you got a lot of baggage and stuff that, you need to work on, that's going to cause you to be in a lonely state, even if you're with somebody. You need to work through that. And I mean, there's probably definitely a lot more things that we could say about that, but those are just different things that you could try. Even if you're going to holiday parties, and there's a lot of them coming up, I'm sure, for a lot of people. Just try smiling. Being more friendly. You're at the party, and I mean, you gave some examples of just what you had tried, and how it changed things. So, did that answer the question, or were you looking for a little bit
yeah,
more?
basically, thanks for that. But I also wanted to say, women could choose not to be. It may seem simple or easier said than done, but if you focus more on the positive instead of the negative, I don't have anybody for Christmas and whatever, but then that's a gift you don't have to go out and buy either, that you don't have to try to figure out. But
Spend it on yourself.
Man, listen. Leave it up to you, Shawanda, to boil it down to dollars and cents. You know what I mean? It's gonna come back to you ain't got to spend a dollar. Listen, I know it.
but you can spend it on yourself. But the reason why I'm not um like unhappy for this holiday is truly because I am so happy and excited about myself that I'm all that I need right now. Not that I don't want somebody, but it is truly just wonderful just being okay with myself, being happy. I'm blessed. I have everything that I need for this year, and I'm looking forward to a relationship, but I don't need to have that in order to be fulfilled on this holiday. It's about giving, not just receiving. And so I can give a bit of myself and not look for, Joe Blow to come mess up my Christmas or whatever. But, so it it will come. It will happen. When you enjoy yourself and appreciate yourself, they'll be there. You got next year. We live to see it.
Well, I think people would really appreciate that even more if they knew from whence you come. Yeah. So for those of you hearing Shawanda say this, you have no idea it was not like this for her. So for her to be able to say that, that she's in this space and in this place and really not just saying, because, some people just say stuff and it's up here. They trying to convince themselves and everybody else, but that's a big win for her. So, and if you feel like you want to be able to say that, but to be honest with yourself, you can't. First of all, know that it's possible. All right. And know that that's in you because you are amazing. You are the diamond. You are wonderful. Okay. But you just got that stuff on top of you, that mud, that dirt, all the cares of life that have been put on top of you. And you just might need a little help, just moving it out the way. And, you can contact me. We can talk about it, do a free consultation or, contact whomever you feel comfortable with. But just know and be encouraged that that's in there. What I want to talk about, of course, before we get out of here, right here. Listen, this is my gift from me to you. All right. This year, free, the ebook. All right. If you that doormat, we talked about the doormat and you can go watch the videos on that. But long story made short, if you've given your all, everything, money, time, resources to this guy, and all he's done is take advantage of it, and all you have are just footprints on your back from where he's walked out of your life, get this book, okay? This talks about going from the doormat to the diamond, all right? And it walks you through the process and the steps of how that happens. So, what's another shameless plug? The video, why he married her instead of you. If you've got that story, you said that to yourself, why did he leave me and then go, end up with somebody else 6 months later? Get the video. Find out why men do the things that we do. Sarat would tell you, any guy would tell you, it's not random. When we decide to be with the one, okay, there's certain things that go into that decision, all right? And the fact that we decided to leave you and go to her, it wasn't happenstance. So get the video. The cruise, Tanya, the cruise, Shawanda, the cruise. Hey, and I got it on my website now, Tanya, so you don't have to yell at me and snap at me, all right? So,
but I'm going.
You going?
Okay.
I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? We can get Sarat, his wife to go. We gonna be there. But it's a cruise. It's a wellness cruise. We're gonna be talking about. It's gonna be relationships. I'm doing sessions throughout that week. My wonderful wife, Darlene, her website is darsfitness.com. She's going to be teaching about health and wellness and fitness and nutrition. And she's all like, and she can help get you there. And we're going to be talking about, taking your passion, taking your thing and how to, turn that into your business and be about the business of your business. So, and we're just going to have a good time. Like I said, if you're used to just doing the same thing all the time and you got that complaint about, I don't see nobody and I don't ever find anybody, we'll do something different. And this is something different. All right. So I want to see you there. Like I said before, I'm going topless. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done it before. I wanted to, but yeah, I'm taking it off, baby. I'm here with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all of that right there, So
I'm gonna get kicked off for that. But.
Yeah. I'm confiscating all video. So check out. Go to my website, ChristopherReid.org. I have an events tab in. Did you put out? Maybe you can put a link out there or something, Tanya, where people can go. But then just go to my website and click on the events tab and see all the information for the cruise. Let's see. Is there anything? Man, we did so great on time. We were an amazing team. I like how this flowed.
Yes.
Go ahead, Shawanda.
The cruise, the cruise is so reasonable. Anybody can afford it. It is really like you would think that something like this would cost thousands of dollars, which a cruise typically costs. It is not. You can do the payment plan, and you have a whole year to go. But I'm sure just the wealth of knowledge that you would get. I don't know if the seminars, Tanya, or whatever, going to be an extra cost or whatever. But
no
just
extra cost is all included. And it's not just the seminars. So honestly, even if you don't want to go to any of the seminars, which I suggest you do, it's going to be a cruise. We're going to the Bahamas. There's tons of activities that's going to be happening like a normal cruise. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be warm in the Bahamas in October.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing.
The food, the fun, the fellowship.
Yeah. One more thing. I'm doing a radio interview this Saturday, December 26th. And that is going to be, what information, what can I give you? Because I didn't put that on my website yet. It's on Facebook. So if you go to my Facebook page, which you can get that link from my website, and I'm going to be covering the book. And more, I know I mentioned the book when we talk on Black, but I'm going to be going into more detail about it. So I would love come out, support, hang out. It's going to be 10 o'clock. Saturday morning Eastern time. So if you're around, if you're not fighting at the mall or whatever, come check it out. Or you probably can still listen on your cell phone. So yeah, I think that's all I got. Did I miss anything? Anybody else got anything before we say, may the Lord watch?
I sell
You said what?
incense.
Yeah. He's right now selling incense. That's funny. What happened?
Bean pies.
Dr. Reid,
Right.
when I try to download the book, it's not showing me to do so. Okay, she said when I try to download the book, it's not showing. Email me, and I'll take care of it, whatever issues. If you're having any issues downloading the book, no problem. Just email me. You can go to, I think, the Ask Doc Reid. Send me a quick email, and I'll get you squared away. So no worries. All right. I don't know what happened to Tanya, but she definitely got ghosts. Unless you're Tanya. I don't think so, because you definitely look like Shawanda. All right. Hey, listen, I'm going to be respectful of your time. I'm out of here. I really appreciate having you. Tanya, Shawanda, yeah, Sarat, we got to get it in. I need my rematch. So, yeah, when we get off, I got one more thing I got to do. And then I'm going to hit you up, because you don't have to be at work in the morning, so you good. So, all right, everybody. I appreciate you. Take care. God bless. Peace. All right.